Good morning, class.
Morning, ma'am.
How are you, class?
Good,
How are
ma'am.
you?
How are you?
Me too, fine. Now going on. कतिको छ हजुरहरुकोतिर लकडाउनको असर लकडाउन त के निषेधाज्ञा
बिहान र साँझ चाहिँ अलिकति छुटै छ, दिउँसो चाहिँ कडा जस्तै छ, म्याम।
दिउँसो चाहिँ पहिला जस्तै छ
दिउँसो चाहिँ कोही पनि बाहिर छैनन्। बिहान र साँझतिर चाहिँ तरकारी किन्ने भनेर अलिक छ क्या।
ए वरिपरि देखिया पनि छ कि
छैन म्याम, त्यस्तो चाहिँ
अहिलेसम्म हैन
अहिलेसम्म
बी केयरफुल यो कोभिड चाहिँ पहिलाको भन्दा चाहिँ पहिला चाहिँ मास्कको पनि कन्फर्म थिएन यसमा चाहिँ मास्कले पनि धेरै प्रोटेक्सन गर्छ भनिराछन् नि छन चाहिँ Yes, so what were we reading? Class? What were we reading? Ajur?
Conjuction.
Oh, we're reading conjunction. Yeah.
Really?
Conjunction means?
Conjuction means
के हो त conjunction?
What the drawing
Once please, what is conjunction? Yesterday we have read types of conjunction too.
conjunction are the joining words that joins the words, phrases, and clauses.
Joining. Conjunction do not join only the word; it joins phrase and clause too.
Yes.
How many types of conjunctions are there?
3.
There are
coordinate, correlative, and subordinate.
Coordinate, correlative, relative, and subordinate. अब 4 भयो त?
3.
3. Okay. We have read till correlative. I think today we are going to read subordinate. What? Subordinate conjunction. What is subordinate conjunction?
Which joins grammatical unequal word elements.
Yes, which joins grammatical unequal words, phrase, and clauses. That is known as
Subordinate
conjunction. You can see a book. It's page number 28. See a book, page number 28. A subordinate conjunction joins a subordinate dependent clause to the main clause. That is, a dependent clause to an independent clause. Some subordinate conjunction are after, though, although, after, although, because, before, since, when, while, where, if, whether, though, and until. Now, what this word says, यसले भन्छ के त भन्दा either it comes with reason or it comes with proof. Right there. Subordinate conjunction. It is yesterday's paper, okay? I am joining from here. Here is subordinate conjunction. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now I am joining it. Please, you join me. Okay. Subordinate conjunction. What are the subordinate conjunctions? They are after, after, although, because, then
since, when,
before, yes, before, since,
since,
I'm sorry, since, when,
when,
while, where, if, whether, though, and until. Now see all those conjunctions, you will find out that these all the conjunctions comes with independent clauses, means it comes in our sentence with two different ideas in it. No, whenever there won't be the similar ideas in a sentence, then we use subordinate conjunctions. So the subordinate conjunctions are after. Let's make sentence from after. Let's make sentence from after. Do it fast, okay?
I will start
after the
saying
rain will stop, I'll go
Mm-hmm.
home.
Yes, yes. So rain and go home. Actually, it is not related to each other. त्यहाँ छुट्टै sentence लेख्नु त लेख्नुहोस् त. Rain will stop. Rain will stop. I will go home. ल हेर है त. रेन विल स्टप आई विल गो होम. वास्तवमा यो दुईटा सेन्टेन्स दुईटा छुट्टै लेख्ने हो भने इट डु नट ह्याभ एनी रिलेटेड मिनिङ टु इच अदर. छ त रिलेटेड मिनिङ? छैन. छैन. अब यसलाई हामीले जोड्यौँ भने सपोज हियर आफ्टर रेन विल स्टप I will go home. Now it becomes a sentence. Two different ideas compiles to be a sentence and makes it meaningful. डिफ्रेन्ट आइडिया नभएको चाहिँ होइन, डिफ्रेन्ट आइडिया भएको सेन्टेन्सहरू जुनले मिनिङफुल बनाउने काम गर्छ, द्याट इज वाट सबअर्डिनेट कन्जक्सन इज. सो लाइकवाइज दिज words over here, subordinate conjunctions are very easy. You can make this sentence. कुनै गाह्रो छ र हेर्नुहोस् त? छैन. So see there in a book, before you submit your report, check to see that all documentation is included. Before, here is this conjunction. So Julia was promoted to vice president. Now because here is a reason, this is subordinate conjunction. She was the most qualified. The sales projections were adjusted after the sales territories were redrawn. Redrawn means here this after is the subordinate conjunction. Any problem with subordinate conjunction then?
No, ma'am. No.
no, ma'am.
So let's see here. Common transactions in business writing. What do we use? Common words, no? While we speak, and especially in the business language, what are the common words that we speak? They are similarly. सिमिलारिटी भन्नको लागि, उस्तै हो भन्नको लागि हामी कस्तो वर्डहरु युज गर्छौं? सिमिलरली, इक्वली, लाइकवाइज, इन द सेम वे, कम्पेरेटिभली भनेर युज गर्छौं. तपाईहरुले how you need to read this word is 1 marks मा आउँछ. What is the relationship means what are the other words and phrases we use instead of similarity in the business writing भनेर सोध्छ. अनि तपाईले सिमिलरली, इक्वली भनेर लेख्ने. Emphasis: even, indeed, in fact, above all, even more, to clarify, notably. These are the particular words that we use instead of emphasis. Contrast, which is different, हैन? दुईटा फरक हो भन्नको लागि But however, in contrast, on the contrary, conversely, these words are used. Example. Now, if we are to give example in while speaking, there we use for example, for instance, to illustrate, namely, specifically, and while writing, we use IE too. होइन IE भनेर हामी यसरी लेख्छौँ नि IE. This is what that is. होइन यसलाई पनि हामी इक्जाम्पलको रूपमा लिन्छौँ. So we use this for an example. होइन स्पेसिफिकल्ली हेर्नुहोस् त, स्पेसिफिकल्ली मिन्स अल्सो एक्जाम्पल. हामीले योभन्दा अगाडि स्पेसिफिकल्ली अरूमै युज गरिरहेछौँ नि. To denote any type of particular work and activities, we use specifically, no? So specifically is also used to show an example. Now cause and effect. Cause and effect, कारण र असरहरू भन्नको लागि. Accordingly, consequently, hence, for this reason, thus, in that case, we use it. Additional support, आफ्नो कुरालाई थप्नु पर्ने भयो भने, there we use additionally, besides, equally important, in addition, however, likewise. Reference means if we are going to give any helping, supporting sentences or verbs, then we use reference. सहायक कुराहरू भन्नको लागि. Considering this, concerning this, as for this, on the subject of this. Now, next is continuation. For continuation, सँगै लैजानको लागि, subsequently, eventually, previously, after this, we use this type of common transitions.
By a semicolon or period and followed by a comma. I must reach office today, otherwise I will miss our annual meeting. Finally, the work is finished. I will. What's that, ma'am? Did not know how to drive the scooter, hence he consulted her user manual. Examples of conjunctive accordingly, additionally, also, anyhow, at the same time, besides, comparatively, consequently, conversely, first, second, for example, for this reason, finally, further, furthermore, elsewhere, equally, hence, henceforth, however, in addition, indeed, instead, in the first place, in comparison, in contrast, likewise, meanwhile, moreover, most important, namely, nevertheless, and next, nonetheless, now, on the contrary, on the other hand, otherwise, rather similarly, so still, consequently, then, thereafter, therefore, and thus.
मैम को साउन्ड आएको छैन.
ma'am.
Mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to say it, okay, from our book. I should not write it. If you need, you can write. And those who has book, you should not write to. Okay, you can underline. Conjunctive adverbs are those adverbs which has to join two clauses. दुईटा क्लजलाई जुनले जोइन गर्छ, they are known as conjunctive adverbs. These conjunctive adverbs are transition words. Change गर्ने के transitional words. If used at the beginning of the sentence, यदि यो sentence को सुरुमा लेख्ने हो भने, these given words, okay, these down given words, if you are means conjunctive adverb, if you are going to write at the beginning of the sentence, a conjunctive adverb is followed by a comma. After this, you need to write comma always. If you are to write the at the beginning of your sentence, and if used at the end of the first independent clause, पहिलो sentence पहिलो clause सकेपछि बिचमा लेखेर अर्को clause लाई जोड्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने, it is preceded by a semicolon or period. यसलाई यसरी semicolon लगाउनुहोस्. हामी semicolon कहाँ लगाउने रहेछौं त? Here. कसरी लगाउने रहेछौं? If we are to write, हामीले पछि punctuation मा नि पढ्छौं है यो. Conjunctive adverb at the middle of sentence after independent clause. लेख्नुस् त. If We are to write conjunctive adverb. Conjunctive adverb. If we are to write conjunctive adverb with independent, sorry, after, I'm sorry, it is not with, it's after independent clause, then always use semicolon. If we are to write conjunctive adverb after independent clause, then always use semicolon. Independent clause भन्दा पछाडि सेन्टेन्स को बिचमा हामीले कन्जङ्क्टिभ एडभर्ब्सहरु लेख्छौं भने always use semicolon. अब if conjunctive adverbs we are to write at the beginning. Ma'am. Yes, class. Do you get it? If we write conjunctive adverb at the beginning of sentence, always write comma. Conjunctive adverb लाई sentence को सुरुवातमै लेख्छौं भने always write comma. बिचमा लगेर independent clause पछाडि लेख्छौं भने always write semicolon. Okay. Semicolon भनेको यो साइन मैले यहाँ बनाए नि, this one is semicolon. अहिले पछि punctuation पढ्दा why do we use semicolon भन्दाखेरि नबिर्सनु. Okay. And if used at the end of the first independent clause, it is preceded by a semicolon or period and followed by a comma. Suppose I must reach office today. ल हेर्नुस् त यहाँनेरि सेमिकोलन. अब यस पछाडि हामी लेख्ने भयौं otherwise अनि otherwise पछाडि कमा. यो फर्स्ट इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्लज भयो सेमिकोलन. यस पछाडि हामीले कन्जक्टिभ एडभर्ब राख्यौं otherwise अनि यसपछि कमा. Then I will miss our annual meeting. अब कन्जङ्क्टिङ एडभर्ब फाइनल्ली हो. फाइनल्ली लाई सेन्टेन्स को अगाडि नै राख्यौं. Now finally after comma, the work is finished. Ila did not know how to drive the scooter. Full stop. Hence, now this is conjunctive adverb. Hence, after comma, she consulted her usual manuals. Now, likewise, we are going to write these conjunctive adverbs in our sentences. So, you should follow like this way. Here, these are the example of conjunctive adverbs. They are accordingly, additionally, also, anyhow, at the same time, besides, comparatively, subsequently, conversely, first, second, for example, for this reason, finally, further, furthermore, elsewhere, equally, hence, henceforth, however, in addition, indeed, instead, in the first place, in comparison, in contrast, likewise, meanwhile, moreover, most important, namely, nevertheless, next, nonetheless, now, on the contrary, on the other hand, otherwise, rather, similarly, so, still, subsequently, then, thereafter, therefore, and thus. These are the conjunctive adverbs. सम्झनुस् यी conjunctive adverb हामीले लेखेको सेन्टेन्सको सुरुवातमा आउँछ भने यस पछाडि कमा गर्ने र हाम्रो सेन्टेन्सलाई कन्टिन्यू गर्ने। पहिलो केस हामीले लेख्ने सेन्टेन्सको इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्लज सकेपछि यसलाई राख्नु छ भने इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्लज सकेपछि कमा सेमिकोलन लगाउनुस्। सपोज हियर इज एन एक्जाम्पल, हेर्नुस् त, आई मस्ट रिच अफिस टुडे, यो इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्लज हो, यसपछि सेमिकोलन छ, अनि त्यसपछि कन्जङ्क्टिभ एडभर्ब छ अदरवाइज, र अदरवाइज पछाडि कमा लगाउने, आई विल मिस आवर एनुअल मिटिङ अनि फुल स्टप लगाउने। अन्डरस्टुड? इफ इट कम्स, यदि हामीले कन्जङ्क्टिभ एडभर्ब सेन्टेन्सको बिचमा इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्लज पछि राख्नु छ भने इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट क्लज सकेपछि सेमिकोलन लगाउने र कन्जङ्क्टिभ एडभर्ब लेख्ने, कन्जङ्क्टिभ एडभर्ब पछाडि कमा गर्ने र सेन्टेन्स कम्प्लिट गरेर फुल स्टप लगाउने। गट इट? पङ्क्चुएसन गर्न आउँछ नि एक्जाममा? गेटिङ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any problem with conjunctive adverb?
No, ma'am.
No. May I go to relative pronoun now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. अब हामी रिलेटिभ प्रोनाउन भनेको ती प्रोनाउनहरु जुनले जोइन गर्ने काम गर्छ। Now what are relative pronoun? Do you know what are relative pronouns? Relative pronouns are, भन्नुस् त, WH means who,
Whom,
whom,
which,
whose,
which,
which,
that, what.
that what त WH हैन, तर पनि यो के हो? रिलेटिभ प्रोनाउन हो। that what। यी वर्डहरु राखेर हामीले दुईटा सेन्टेन्सलाई जोड्छौं भने these are the words sentences which are joined with relative pronouns. Suppose, I like the pen that writes smoothly. Yes, what is that? That is the relative pronoun. So let's see in your book, relative pronoun. Words like who, whom, whose, for a person or an animal with a name. Who, whom, whose हामी कसलाई युज गर्ने रहेछौं? Person or animal. हेर्नुस् त,
Animal.
who, whom, whose, कसलाई? Person,
Animal. An animal.
person or an animal. तर के आउनु पर्यो? With name, नाम सहित आयो भने person or animal with a name है। With, that and what, write it, okay? With, that and what, with, that and what चाहिँ हामी केमा लाउने भयौं? Collective noun, thing, animal without name.
Thing.
Collective without name. समूहमा तर नाम नभइकन आयो भने। Next is, they have to introduce independent clause connected closely with the relative pronouns at antecedents. Example, Salt Trading Corporation Limited, a company that not who that भनेको त्यसलाई भनेको was established about 48 years ago. The man who was sitting next to me was Prabal Gurung. नाम छ नि त्यहाँ त्यही भएर हु भएको. Confusion can occur in the use of that and which. That र which कहाँ लगाउने त? We may get a problem. Use that if the clause that follows it is essential to the meaning of the sentence. यदि sentence को meaning खोल्ने गरी छ भने that लगाउनुस्. Suppose Himalayas are the mountains that attract a lot of tourists. खुलेको छ नि त Himalayas. Yes. And use which. यदि which लगाउनु छ भने set off by commas if the clause that follows is not essential. हैन जुन त्यस पछाडि आउने clause छ त्यो त्यति essential छैन भने suppose the Himalayas which stand to the north of our country attack a lot of tourists. Himalayas सँग यो खासै डाइरेक्ट रिलेटेड छैन. हामीले अघि अनरिलेटेड कुरालाई सबओर्डिनेट क्लजमा ल्याएर जोडे जस्तै यहाँ पनि त्यसै गरी जोड्ने. So relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, that, what. Who, whom, whose चाहिँ हामी person, animal, place जहाँ चाहिँ नाम खोलेको छ with a name त्यहाँ युज गर्छौं. Which, that, what चाहिँ collective जहाँ चाहिँ नाम खोलेको छैन त्यहाँ युज गर्छौं. Any problem? यसलाई भन्नुहोस् so easy ल यति हो यो. Great. Did we read subject sentence before?
Yes.
Sentence
yes, ma'am.
हैन हजुर elements in a sentence elements चाहिँ पढा छैन कि subject predicate हरू पढ्यौं हामीले पढ्यौं कि क्या हो yes we read it. त्यसै we are अब एकैचोटी हामी उता चाहिँ जाने होला पंक्चुएसन तिर चाहिँ हो कि जस्तो लाग्यो अब मलाई. हामी यहाँ अब कहाँ पढ्छौं भने फल्सहरु ड्याङ्लिङ मोडिफायर्सहरु पढ्यौं त छैन है. डबल नेगेटिभ पढ्यौं? नो
म्याम.
नो. सो अब आज त यसलाई किन सुरु गर्नु भोलि चाहिँ हामी ड्याङ्लिङ मोडिफायर्स पढ्छौं. आज हामीले के पढ्यौं? सेनी व्हाट वी रेड?
Subordinate conjunctive verb related to
म एक्चुअली तपाईहरुलाई हामीले यो लेसनमा पढेको कुराहरुलाई समराइज गर्छु ल. मतलब आई वान्ट टु मेक यु नो हामीले ग्रामर सुरु गरेर verb पढ्यौं हो. verb पढ्यौं verb tense भन्नाले tense सबै पढ्यौं अनि एक्टिभ प्यासिभ भोइस पढ्यौं हैन त. अनि हामीले इम्पेरेटिभ सेन्टेन्सहरु सब्जन्क्टिभ बुड यो verb mood चाहिँ पढ्यौं कि पढेनौं त? Did we read it?
verb mode.
अर्को क्वेशन
छैन म्याम त्यो त.
यो लेफ्ट मलाई याद ल. verb mood बाँकी छ एउटा. अनि हामीले नाउन सबै पढ्यौं है. नाउन सबै पढ्यौं. प्रोनाउन पनि हामीले पढ्यौं. we read it. प्रोनाउन को सबै सक्यो. हामीले एन्टिसिडेन्ट्सहरु पनि पढ्यौं. मोडिफायर्स पनि पढ्यौं हैन. पढ्यौं. कम्पेरेटिभ सुपरलेटिभ पढ्या हैन.
Yes ma'am.
अनि एडभर्ब पनि पढ्यौं. we read adverb too. अनि हामीले कनेक्टिङ वर्ड्सहरु प्रिपोजिसन पढ्यौं. we read. अनि सेन्टेन्स पनि पढ्यौं. we read. now varieties of sentence too we read. सेन्टेन्स प्याटर्न पनि पढ्यौं. अब हामी फल्समा जान्छौं. अगाडिपटि verb mood एउटा र हामी यता ड्याङ्लिङ मोडिफायरबाट सुरु गर्छौँ है। ड्याङ्लिङ मोडिफायरदेखि पछाडिको हाम्रो बाँकी छ नि त सब्जेक्ट भर्ब एग्रिमेन्टहरू नै बाँकी छ। इट टेक्स टाइम, अझ 1 हप्ता लाग्छ कि हामीलाई, अलि लाग्दैन थिङ्क हैन। लेट्स कन्टिन्यू। अब हामी त्यसै भोलि पहिला भर्ब मोड पढ्छौँ अनि मात्र त्यता पढ्छौँ है त, ड्याङ्लिङ मोडिफायर। Tomorrow
Okay,
we will
ma'am.
read verb mode. Okay. What means mood? What means mood? के हो mood भनेको? I am not in mood भन्छौँ नि हामी। What is mood?
State of feeling.
State of feeling, attitude of feeling. State हैन कि attitude of feeling हैन त? कस्तो छ, what type of attitude we are in such condition, that is what verb mood is। ल हामी भोलि यसलाई पढ्छौँ। And except this that I have said, what we have read till now, please read that, okay? मलाई होमवर्क त 2-3 जनाको मात्र आयो नि त, अनि बाँकीले होमवर्क नबुझाउने हो।
होमवर्क के थियो म्याम?
हजुर
के थियो होमवर्क?
के थियो, कति होमवर्क भइसक्यो अहिलेसम्मको, के थियो होमवर्क रे?
सबै अगाडिदेखिको सबै
मैले पोस्ट गरिरहेको छु त होमवर्क, डे टु डे हेर त, असाइनमेन्टमा गएर हेर त इङ्ग्लिसको होमवर्क।
म्याम अब एकैचोटि पठाउनुहुन्छ सबै गराएको
अब पढिहाल्यो नि, अब एकैचोटि पठाउ न, होमवर्क त पठाउनु परेन, तिमीहरूलाई पनि त अप टु डेट हुनु पर्यो परेन? फेरि यहाँ पठाएको होमवर्क त उता कलेजबाट हेर्ने हुन्छ, थाहा छ कि छैन?
ओके म्याम पठाउँछु।
अब क्लासमा मैले चेक गरेर दिए जस्तो हुँदैन क्या यहाँ। है
म्याम
ओके। भबिना पर्सनलमा नपठाउ न, पर्सनलमा पठायो भने बोल न, यहाँ क्लासमा छँदा त बोल्न के भयो त? पर्सनलमा पठायो भने उता चाहिँ रेकर्ड हुँदैन क्या, मेरोमा मात्र भयो नि त। सकेसम्म उता नै उसमै पठाऊ, यसमै पठाऊ, टिम्समै पठाऊ है। ओके
हुन्छ म्याम।
ल आजको होमवर्क चाहिँ मेक दिस सेन्टेन्सेस, ओके? हु, हुम, हुज यिनीहरू राखेर सबै सेन्टेन्स बनाउने, यही हो तिमीहरूको आजको काम। अन्डरस्टुड?
यस म्याम।
सबअर्डिनेट्सको बनाउँदै म्याम।
हजुर सबअर्डिनेट, हजुर
सबअर्डिनेट्स
हजुर सबअर्डिनेट्सको सबै सेन्टेन्समा
कन्जक्सनको बनाउने।
सबअर्डिनेट कन्जक्सनको एउटा, अनि कन्जङ्क्टिभ एडभर्बको सबै, रिलेटिभ प्रोनाउन, कन्जक्टिभ एडभर्ब, सबअर्डिनेट। भोलि स्याटरडे हो नि त, ओके?
यस म्याम।
मे आई से गुड बाई? म त्यहाँ होमवर्क पोस्ट गर्छु, हेर न के को बनाउने भनेर रहेछ।
हुन्छ म्याम।
गुड बाई क्लास, टेक केयर, स्टे सेफ।
सेम टु यु म्याम।